Hey everybody, it's Logic Hog playing what I want so that we can both find some fun games that maybe we've never heard of. This is Hardspace Shipbreaker. It is one of the weirdest games I have ever found. However, I've been playing it for a long time and it is definitely one of the most fun games I've found. And it's definitely one of the games where it legitimately I love to play it on the hardest difficulty. We're going to be playing hardcore, no revives, because it's definitely a measure twice, cut once type game. And when everything is on the line, it definitely has some butthole pucker moments. And you're going to see what I'm talking about whenever all of a sudden there's an explosion out of nowhere and you're stuck inside the ship and you have no idea whether the entire ship is heading towards the furnace and you're inside it. So anyway, let's go ahead and start a game on no revival, because this game also has one of the best intros I've seen in any game. It definitely it gets me chills to just listen to the intro song. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you enjoy this. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged. The poor guy. The shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Be hardcore. Become poor. Oh, the food shortage continues. New green contamination concerns. Uh-oh. Oh, what's this? My Shipbreaker application's come through. Alright, update on my application status. Thank you, but we are considering someone else for the position. Oh no, congratulations. I've been accepted into Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Oh, I didn't apply to that. But I'm assigned to Salvage Station 42. I've heard that's pretty good. Low casualty rate. And employment in this program is the sole discretion of Lynx, yada yada yada. Finalize the pages to confirm employment. Okay. Well, of course, we are Logicog. And, oh, I don't get a revival package. Crap, they must have been out. I'm going to keep the default voice, standard controls, and we're going to remain an intimatarian. I mean, we've been that way for a couple years. It's helped the health of my kidneys. What is going on in the room next to me? Jeez. People, get a room. No criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. Yep, I'm fine. I am not a member of and have never been associated with a union. Alright. I've completed my annual medical exam. Well, I mean, that's going to happen in a week, so yeah, I might as well check that off. I have no commercial or real estate interests on Luna or the asteroid belt. I don't have any real estate. I will bring a positive attitude and problem-solving mindset to work every day. They can't tell. F you. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposures. What's a van der Waals field? I will vote for Chancellor Chung Zhang. Well, of course. Long live the Chancellor. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm actually going to skip training because it's fairly long and I know this game pretty well. So I'm just gonna... It's a long, story-driven... you don't need it. Whoop. Oh crap, I forgot to read the terms of service. But I'm not going to talk through this. This is such a great intro for such a relatively simple game.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
That intro right there gives so much character to the game.
46-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space, boundless promise, limitless resources, a brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy.
Yeah, I'm a hard worker.
I'm Calicia
I just got out of bed.
President of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates.
Yeah, and if you go through them, it causes
Spanning
cancer.
all the way to Jupiter. These are the veins connecting all of modern civilization.
Sure they are.
And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family.
Oh, I've got a
It's
family.
more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history.
People will actually care about me.
Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision.
That's right.
Do this,
Join a
and
family.
you too
Forge your
will get your
destiny.
chance.
Follow your superior's orders.
Step is to join our Ever Work program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity.
Wait, what?
For learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start.
Wait, what?
Good luck.
Why are we talking about death? No. No, I don't want a fresh start. What's genetic extraction?
Video observation.
I didn't click anything.
To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx
Wait.
Asset Replacement Program.
Extracted from where?
Don't worry. Pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable.
I have a low pain tolerance.
As outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy
Wait,
your
what?
original body. Beginning extraction.
No, wait, hold on.
Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
I am back online. I detect crime. I may now proceed with salvage training. I don't need training. Oh, genetic backup storage. That was a lot. Immigration what? Display a fees report? Oh, come on. Thanks, Uber Eats. $1,250,000,000 in debt. That's got to be at least like $1,000 in money today. I mean, with all the inflation and everything.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of
Oh,
great
man.
salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
This is my dream. I dream of salvage. But okay, new ship access. I get the Mackerel Station Hopper and the Mackerel Light Cargo. These are the beginner, like, tutorial ships. They're really easy to break apart. You'll see what I mean. Yeah. Safety is advised. And the Mackerel Heavy Cargo. Because we're not just breaking apart the ships, we've got to salvage as much as we can, so that includes everything in it. Career progression clearance. I've been cleared to progress my career. Thanks for having permission. Hazard level 2. Oh, fire hazards. Fuel and flaming objects. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, messages. I'm a shipbreaker. Good morning. Okay.
Hey, Cutter. Welcome aboard.
Sup, Weaver?
Name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. And welcome to your new home. There's everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. All right. Let's start a new shift and pick your first shift to work on.
Not my hab until I own it. I need real estate. So I'm just going around making sure I remember where everything is. The controls in this, I mean, in the hab, it's a little weird having to, like, pick a direction. But pretty much everything can be done with your left hand, which is awesome. Because it's all just spacebar and tab to go back. But let's go ahead and start a shift. Alright, let's see. What ships do we have? I don't want something too hazardous at the start. But pretty much everything has some hazard when you skip the tutorial. And we get each percentage of stuff you salvage gets you a rank of success and a certain amount of experience. I'm going to go ahead with this one because it'll give me an extra repair kit if I get far enough. Let's go ahead and do that. Thunk. Alright, got my gravity gun.
Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can.
Do a barrel roll.
Using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. Okay, your primary goal is to get to the next rank. Good luck out there, Cutter.
So this game is all about breaking this thing apart and not killing yourself. So we've got the furnaces where just hard scrap goes into. We've got the processor, which good reusable things go into. And then we've got the salvage rack, or the cargo station, or whatever you want to call it, the barge. And that's where stuff like this, where it's already reusable, just right off the ship goes into. So you just take it off with your gravity gun and bonk it on down.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And let's see. We can look into the ship with our little space view here. And the red rectangle shows that the entire space is depressurized. There's no atmosphere in there. So there's no real danger of a blowout or anything like that, which is awesome. Because the #1 killer in this game is complacency. When you get lazy, you die. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, punch it down to the barge. And when you get really good at this, I mean, you can rip a ship apart of this size in one shift, but I'm kind of taking it slow, just so you can enjoy just looking at the game if you've never played it for the first time, just like I did. Like, there's the railgun they were talking about. Every now and then it'll fire. All your salvage goes up through there. I mean, it's a good looking game. With great music. So, because it's already open, I'm going to go ahead and rip the handles off of the doors, because there's no danger of me getting locked out or locked in. And everything that's yellow is a cutting point. So I don't want to burn through too much, because we want to salvage as much as we can. We're here to make money for the company, I mean, for our family. Right, Lynx? Who's totally not listening in on me right now? Ah, see, like, crap. I just lost that. Oh, crap. Get that out of here. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, okay. We just... Oh, no. Shit. Okay. Remember I was talking about laziness. The first ship, and I just lit myself on fire twice, trying to overdo it. Good thing we have a health kit right there. Okay, slow down. It's not worth dying for. We're on hardcore mode. Just separating the barge stuff from the processor stuff. But we're eventually going to get a lot more tools, which will make this a lot faster. Where I don't just take everything by hand and punt it into the barge. Hear that, Lynx? I'm a good employee. I got rewarded. But now that we got a lot of the flammable stuff out of the way.
Hey, Carter. I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat. We were out.
Yep, and we are really slow right now, so it'll take a while to get back there. But this game has a really, really good way of orienting yourself in 3D space. Like, you saw right there, I just came out of the ship completely upside down. But it's very natural, because you just use the Q and E keys to roll.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your oxygen levels stabilizing.
Alrighty. I'm going to focus on breaking this thing apart right now. Now that we've got a lot of the hazardous stuff out of the way, stuff that won't light on fire. Lights aren't worth much, but I mean, really, we're just like Weaver said, we're looking for the whole buffalo here.
Salvage secured. Account credit.
Get my Sunny Chips poster for the Hab. Nobody wants it anyway. Not stealing. It's not like it's company property or anything. Cutter's getting really hot. Let it cool down a bit. And whenever I get upgrades, you'll see later, I just come through and just blast everything with the like linear version here. But I'm trying to take it slow, especially after lighting myself on fire twice. I'm not aiming to do everything in one shift. Ooh, look, another poster. The skeleton on it. I love that poster. Alright. Gonna go out here. The engines on these ships are a huge danger point. Not necessarily on this particular, like, beginner ship, but you'll see, man, you have to treat those things with respect, because they will own you if they explode.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Can't wait till we get the tethers. This is going so slow. But one good, full
Salvage deposited.
salvage will definitely get us enough experience. I think we'll get it in like 1 or 2 ships.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Let's go ahead and get fuel. There's a ton of fuel and oxygen already in here. I'm trying to get inside the walls of the ship, because that's where a lot of the good stuff is. Once we can get to the sides of the ship. And because I've already really broken off the back half, it's just kind of floating there. I can't do much for that. Let's see, how am I going to do this without destroying anything? Because this really is, at its core, it is a puzzle game.
Left in this shift, Cutter. Before they turn the lights out on you. We were out.
Where, like I said, I'm trying to think of how am I going to get into the walls, because I don't have the strength to separate or pull anything like this. It's too heavy. But I'm trying to get in the cracks. Let's see if I can just bonk my way in. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of inertia is all I need. There we go. Just push it a little bit and let me in. Great. Definitely don't want to light that thing on fire. That's where you die. Alright, got everything. What's that? Well. Lights, we really don't care about. They're not worth a whole lot. But I'm just separating them anyway, because, I don't know, taking it slow. See, like, I'm just throwing that one into the processor. Lights are so cheap. It really doesn't matter. Unless you're shooting for a full 100%. Eh. See, like 3,000 credits for one light. God, I'm so weak right now. Alright, that side of the ship's done.
Applying credit.
Let's push our way into the other side. This is where it really gets dangerous. Working through the guts of the ship and you're right next to all this stuff that's on fire, and it gets much weirder later. Worrying about electricity and superstitious ghosts. No joke. They're ghost ships. This goes into the barge. And really, it's kind of hard to record a video on this because your brain just kind of turns off and focuses on the activity. It's really relaxing. And that's why you get to the point where you relax and you just stop using your brain.
A minute left, Cutter. 1 minute remaining.
And then you shoot where you shouldn't have shot. And then that fuel tank goes into something and it explodes and ruins everything.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I really need tethers. Because I am just not strong enough to handle the main frame of the ship or anything like that.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
And see, I need to be able to get all this stuff out of the way. Come on. 9.
Deposit confirmed.
There we go. Last bit of money. I think we'll come back to that one and finish it off. See, we got all this money. And only destroyed 6 lights and 1 food pack. That's perfectly acceptable. That's the little red slot you see right there. But we salvaged 77% of the ship in just 1 shift. And we can do multiple shifts on the same ship. So I'm going to go ahead and check what experience I've earned. Great.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a
Sunny
job
chips.
takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Safeguarding my career growth. I don't have a career. I have a life. So let's see, what can we afford to upgrade? Because I need to rank up to get the tethers. Okay, I need to be rank 4. I need to finish that ship and then we'll be able to rank up. So let's go ahead and do that now. Yes, continue working that same ship. And just like a teacher having to buy their own pencils I have to buy my own fuel, I have to buy my own oxygen, I have to repair my own suit. It's crazy. We're not working, man. We're being used. Let's go ahead and strip this cockpit out. All the barge stuff is very valuable, so you really don't want to damage it.
Account credited.
You really don't want to throw it into the processor furnace. The processor or furnace.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
See, like right there, that just got me past rank 4 on this ship. The lights are so cheap. Eh. I think I got everything. Is there a door handle on this?
Credits deposited.
No, no. A light or two. I think I might be able to push this one towards the processor. Oh, wait, but it's a... Okay, no, it goes to the furnace. This is structure. Yeah, there we go. But this goes towards the processor. The outer panels of the ship.
Raw material deposited.
Now this is too heavy for me to mess with, but what I can do is I can cut through the frame
Object processed. Credits deposited.
and normally it doesn't burn the whole thing up like that. Like you can literally, here, just for the sake of showing you, you can cut your way into the ship. And it's usually good to do that with just furnace items, because they're going to the furnace anyway.
Raw material deposited.
But if you do that on processor items, it turns them into useless material, and so they just go into the furnace. They basically become scrap. I don't want to throw that into the fire just yet. Conservation of inertia. All right, let's finish this one up. And see, like right here, this is connecting the two halves. So I'm just gonna cut it in two. Make it easier to push. Oop, get that door handle.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Deposit
And this,
for processing.
there we go. I'm already past rank 5. We did it.
Salvage goal fully completed. Rewards assigned.
Oh no! There we go. Come on. Need a little extra push. But I don't want to get too close. It'll suck you in.
Credits deposited.
Alright, we did pretty good on that one. Now when your shift's over, it automatically cuts you off, but you know, whenever you want to end your shift, you got to make it back to the hab with fuel, health, and oxygen. But I'm looking for those tethers. Once we get those, it changes the game. All right. We got 97% of the ship salvaged. That is really good.
New certification level attained. License level increased.
All right, rank 4, we can get those tethers.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx would like to share the following message. The only P's permitted in the salvage yard are profit, processor, and potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
I like potassium. But anyway. Ooh, we get a different type of ship. Electrical hazards, hazard level 3, and working off the debt. I got a sticker. Alright, so that is Hardspace Shipbreaker, and that is the main gameplay. The whole thing is just ripping ships apart and putting them into the recycler. But man, oh man, like I said, things get weird. And so I'm looking forward to playing this some more and showing you guys just, you know, I am going to die eventually. I have never beaten this game. And so playing it on hardcore mode is a death sentence. It's just, how long can I last before I get lazy enough and make that one bad cut where it just blows half a ship up in my face and I'm there with it. So, looking forward to showing you guys that. This is Logic Hog. End of the video. Out.